Okay. So if you want to create a AWS account, just you have to open this URL. You can search for AWS console login. Open this, right? It'll go here, and you will get an option called as here sign into console like that. You click on that. Now here, if you already have an account, you can log in here. But we don't have an account. We are very new to AWS. We have to create an AWS account. For that, you have to click on this. Create a new AWS account. Guys, those who are taking running notes, you can take, but just take it light, but concentrate more on this. Okay. Next, click on this, create a new AWS account. Okay, I clicked on here. Now here you have to give one email ID. Guys, you want to share screen or else like, shall I share screen and explain? It is up to you. If you want to share screen and do this, I can explain the steps, you can do it. It is up to you. Shall I explain or you want to do? Someone will share the screen and do it. Anyone want to share your screen and do this? Hello? But you should have a good internet. Again, it should not break. Okay, let me share and continue. Can anyone ping your email ID? Because I already utilized all my email IDs. Can anyone give your email ID? I'll create an AWS account for you. And you should have one credit card with you to create this AWS account. I would have said this earlier itself. I forgot to tell. Because don't worry, they'll not charge anything for you. Nothing to worry. You can happily share your credit card details.
It's credit card or debit card, right?
Anything is fine.
Or only credit card. Yeah,
Yes.
credit card or debit. I think they will deduct ₹2.
Yeah, okay.
And they will return it back.
Yeah, yes. Yeah. Okay. Nagendra, do you have credit card or debit card?
Yes, sir, I have credit card.
Okay. Okay. You have my WhatsApp number, right? I'll
Yes.
ping you. See, this email ID we have to give. Any one unique email ID we have to give. With this email ID, we cannot create any other account. You will use this email address to sign into your new AWS account. This will be your username. This will be your username to log in into AWS further. Okay. So this is going to be the email ID. Next, I'm going to set one password for this. I'm going to set a password for this. I'm going to set it like this. I'll share with you, Nagendra. Okay. Next, confirm the same password, whatever we have given, we have to confirm it here. Okay. You want to give any name for this. What you do is, you just give this, whatever is there before @email ID, you give this name. Why? Because this also should be unique and you will forget it. If you give ABCD XYZ, you will forget it later. But you'll not forget your email ID, right? Whatever is there before of your email ID, you give it. So you'll not forget. You can give any name, but it doesn't mean that you have to give always whatever is there before It's not like that. Any name you can give, but I'm giving like this because we'll not forget next time. So total 5 steps are there. So first step is done. I'm giving email ID, password, and confirm the password and give AWS account name. Okay, next step. And this should be unique one. If you have already created AWS account with this, it will not allow to create one more. Next. Now here, it is asking for some details. Sign up for AWS, contact information. How do you plan to use AWS? Either for business or personal. Okay. If you scroll down, okay, there is some more information. We'll see this. Who could be the contact about this person? Means if you get some charge or something, right? If you get some charge or something, how AWS has to communicate, to whom they have to communicate. They have to communicate to Nagendra, and these are his details. We have to give along with this country number, phone number, plus 91. This is India code. What is your number, Nagendra? Mobile number. Give a proper mobile number. This will help us.
9848.
Okay.
4941.
Okay.
89.
Okay. This is, you have to give a proper number, including the country code. If you are from other country, the number is from other country, you have to give this. Why? Because you will see the benefit of this later. And now you have to select the region, from which region you are coming from. India, right? You have to select India here. Okay. So whatever the AWS account we are creating, for what purpose we are creating, either for business, some company or school, something like that, or personal name, which address, something. You can give this address, any address, no problem. For example, I'm giving him as Marathalli. Everything as Marathalli, Bangalore. Okay. Karnataka. Something 560045, something. I'm not sure. This right? Huh? Okay. Okay, any number. Now, this is saying customers with an Indian contact address are served by AWS Internet Service Private Limited. Something it is saying that is who will serve that they are saying it's okay, leave it. So we gave this, we selected the AWS account, whatever we are going to create is for our personal purpose. This is the name and details of the person what AWS people has to contact if something goes wrong or for some building or something, right? We are selecting this. Next step. Okay, I have to agree the conditions. Then next steps. Second step is done. Third step. Here we have to give either our credit or debit card details. Now you may get, okay, so far we gave email ID, no problem at all. But while giving a credit card or debit card, will I get charged? Right? Yes, you will get charged. See here. You will not charge. We will not charge for usage below AWS free tier limits. We temporarily hold INR, Indian rupees, 2 as a pending transaction for 3 to 5 days to verify your identity. What does this mean is, what AWS will do is to validate either you are a correct person or not. Like a number of people can create, for example, myself can create 100 AWS accounts and misuse them, right? They are giving some benefits. They are giving something for free to explore AWS because they want to market themselves, right? So they are giving something free. If you like it, we will go for AWS. There are so many cloud providers, right? So they are giving something for free. If you like it, we can use it. So if they are, as they are giving something free, someone can create 100 AWS accounts and then they can use, right? So to validate, like earlier, many websites when we are registering, like Facebook or somewhere, Gmail, we are Facebook or somewhere when we are registering, they'll validate with email ID. They'll send a verification ID, or else they'll validate with mobile number. They'll send a OTP like that, right? So many people will have 100. We can create 100 email IDs, not an issue. We can have multiple numbers, but bank accounts and all will have very less, right? So what AWS is dealing is they are validating with bank this credit card or debit card, credit or debit cards. Okay. So what they'll do is whenever you give this credit or debit card details, they will deduct 2 rupees just to check whether this is a proper ID or not. Even we can block our IDs, or else we have some expired cards. We can use that, right? So that is a reason to check whether this card is proper and the person is a correct person. To validate, they'll take 2 rupees from us, and after 2-3 days, they'll return it back. After 3 to 5 days, they'll give us that 2 rupees back. Okay, just to validate that. Even in future, if we get charged, they'll not auto deduct. Okay, anyways, I'll explain that, don't worry. So 2 rupees, right? And in AWS, everything is chargeable. But for 1 year, AWS is giving something free, few things free. So if you utilize only the free things, right, then you will not get charged. For example, we are going to this one. What is this girl? Wonderland or something, right? Oh, that name I forgot. Okay, we have taken one ticket and went to Wonderland. They will give you something free. If you are going for this, right, this is free like that. But if you go for something else, they'll charge, right? So same here like this in AWS, they are giving few things to utilize free. If you use that, whatever is they are providing for free, if you use that, no problem, no charge. But if you go beyond that and utilize something, they'll charge. But anyways, for our practice and all, we no need to use anything which they charge. So it is all everything is free. So don't worry, happily you can go and give your credentials. Okay, for now, what I'll do is I'll stop sharing. Nagendra, can you ping me personally on WhatsApp your these details?
Okay, sir.
Trust me, I'll not share with anyone. Okay.
Okay.
I'll stop sharing because this is his personal details, right? I don't want to expose this. Okay, for now, let me share and show you what details we have to give. Credit card or debit card. You WhatsApp me, Nagendra. Don't ping on Zoom. Okay.
Okay.
So here, debit or credit card details and expiration year, name, CVV. Okay, these details we are going to give. Next, billing address. You have to the same thing. Last in the previous step, second step, we have given the address, right? You can say if you get charged, if in means in real time, if a AWS a company is going to create a, if like company we have like ABC company, we get a job and we join there, right? If that company has creating a AWS account, if they get charged, to which address they have to send the billing. So to this address in the previous step, whatever we have created. Or else like if you want to give a new address, you can give this. For now, we are selecting this. Okay. Same address. So if you get charged by AWS, they'll send the bill to this address. Next, you select this no. Do you have a PAN card? You select no, no problem. Either yes or no, you can select. If yes, they'll ask the PAN card number. So you select no, no problem. Even if you have a PAN card, you can select no, no problem. Okay. Okay, fine. Okay, let me stop sharing and give the details. Oh, sorry.
I'll send, sir.
Yeah, I got it. Okay. I'm giving his details. I'm clicking on that continue, verify and continue. It will take some time here because they have to validate the bank details and all, right? Okay. So they are going to ask this. Okay, I'll share my screen. So I clicked on that verify and continue. No. Don't share PAN card number. It's okay. I selected you don't have PAN card, not an issue. See this. So I clicked, I gave his all his credit card or debit card details and clicked on continue. Right. Next. So it is asking to for a OTP to deduct 2 rupees. To deduct 2 rupees. Okay.
Can I share the OTP number?
Yeah, can you ping me? I'll stop sharing. Can you ping me that OTP?
Okay.
WhatsApp me that OTP. Just to validate, to detect that 2 rupees, they're asking this OTP. Okay, I gave that OTP and clicked on OK. The payment method cannot be verified. Check your information, try again. So it has failed. Okay, let me show you. Let me share my screen. So it is saying that the payment method cannot be verified. Check your information and try. So whatever the details he has given, there is something wrong. Now, what might be the issue here is the card, whatever you are using, Nagendra, is that a Visa card, MasterCard, or Amex or Discover card? Only these 4 types. AWS accepts all major credit and debit cards. To learn more about, you can click here. But they are not going to support RuPay cards, I think. Visa, Master, Amex cards, and Discover. Only these type of cards they are supporting. What is the type of?
It is Visa Platinum card.
Visa
Credit card.
Platinum. But something, whatever you give is incorrect, it is saying. Can you check that debit card number is correct? Can you cross check once? Expiry, CVV, is everything correct?
Yeah, I'm sharing it.
You cross check it. Okay, I'll stop sharing and I'll give once again. I'll try once again.
I'm sending details again.
Hmm. I'll give that one second. I'll give it a try. Name on the card. What is the name on the card? You are giving another card.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. I'm doing
Okay. What type of card it is?
credit card only. It is also Visa Platinum.
Yeah, I'll try this. Name on that card. What is the name? Full name. Can you tell me? Okay. Okay, got it. Okay, you might have got one OTP. Can you tell that? Ping that, Nagendra, on WhatsApp. Narendra or Nagendra? Okay, now let me share my screen. It's done. Okay, so I gave the bank his details, credit card details, right? And clicked on next. So it asked for OTP to deduct 2 rupees. So he got a OTP for that. I gave that OTP, then done. This time it is successful, right? Now say this, you read this. Before you can use your AWS account, you must verify your phone number when you continue the AWS what is this is it is asking just to verify your phone number. Why? Because in at any case, right? For example, you are going to charge in AWS by mistake. There are few things which you can use for free in AWS, right? So by unknowingly you use something else, right? Or else you have or else you wantedly use something else, but you thought like it will charge like 100 rupees, but they charge 1000 rupees. In such cases, if you want to contact with AWS, right, you just have to raise a request to them. They will call you back. They will call you back either on a phone or email, right? So to validate with the phone number, you have to validate like this. Either you want to now you have to give your phone number. I'm going to select as India. Okay, his phone number is this one, right? 9553. Is this your number?
No, sir. No.
Okay, can you tell your number once again?
9848
9848
4941
4941
89.
89. Okay, so now so you are asking to send a OTP to this text message. Once you give that text message here and confirm it, so next time onwards, if AWS guys wants to contact you, they will call you on this number. If you directly give the number, you can give it like Shivamani 9848 like that. Also, you can give any number, right? But just to validate it, whether it is a proper number or an invalid number, they want to check it, right? It is a valid number and it is your number. So they are asking, we will send a verification code as a text message. If you want to receive a call, you can select this option. But for him, I selected SMS. So for this number, they'll send a SMS now. And if you enter this SMS and verify it, next time onwards, if AWS want to team has to contact you, support team has to contact you, they'll contact you on this number. Okay, I'm giving this security code. Send SMS. What is this? Security check. Okay, these are invalid. This is the hey, what is this? It is saying there was a problem with your payment information. Something. It is saying something related to payment. It is correct. You're saying there was a problem with your payment information, but it is success. Let me try once again. Okay, let me go here. This is saying something problem with your payment option. So what is your email ID, Nagendra?
Nagendran.
On chat, right? Let me copy from here. It is asking to update that information. It is saying here the payment information, whatever we have given is incorrect. So we have to go and update to continue signing to your account, update payment information, sign up. We just has to go and update here. It is asking. So your default credit card is not set up for a payment. This is different thing. But it is showing two cards here. This we deleted here. Whatever two cards we added, it stored it there. Edit. 1 second. Okay, not this one. Stop sharing. Yes, I'm giving the details there. That's it.
Month is 6. Sir, 6 month.
You should not tell her. You are you should not tell like that. Yes, it is asking to revalidate the address. That's it. I'm doing that. Okay, let me share my screen now. There it was saying incorrect details, right? So I corrected the details. I think the 2 rupees is not deducted properly, so it is asked to update. Can you tell me that OTP once again now? Here, before this step, whatever the bank account details we gave, right? There is something wrong with that. It is not able to deduct the 2 rupees. So that is the reason it asked to go and update the details. I clicked on this step, updated the details and came here. Have you received other OTP? Narendra or Navendra?
Yes, sir.
Okay, got it. Okay, I'm submitting now. They'll properly validate it. Okay, it is success now. Okay, now this time it is success. Now I'll go here. I'll check this. It's very if you have given proper details, it will not ask this. If we have not given this, then only it will do like this. Okay, now can you tell me that in the third step, we have not given the bank details properly, OTP or something is wrong. That is the reason it asked to verify that first. So we opened it in a new tab, verified the details and again came back here. Can you tell me that SMS you have received on your mobile? Okay, so he has got this SMS. Now it is verification of his mobile number. That is done. That's it. We created AWS account. Now these steps we have to tell it for them. So now we created AWS account, right? We have to choose some plan for that. What is our plan, sir? There are 3 plans it is showing. Basic support, free. This is free. Then developer support. For this, you have to pay, to utilize this account, you have to pay $29 per month. And this is $100 per month. But we are not that much rich, right? We don't want to, even if we are rich, we don't want to waste it, right? So we select this basic support, free. This is for supporting. I'm not asking like, let me explain it once again. See, these are the support plans. Means if some in your AWS, you got charged, you expected like you will get charged 100 rupees, but you got 1000 rupees. So when you contacted AWS for basic support, they'll not respond you back immediately because you are using for free, right? So they'll respond you back after 3 days or like 1 week, 2 days, like that, right? But if you select this plan, they'll respond back immediately, right? For this, you can read it out here. But for us, even if they respond one day later, also not a problem. So we'll select this. If you select this, recommend for new user just started with AWS, 24/7 self-service access. You can access this AWS resources anytime. For building and account related things, you can create a support request. I'll show you this. Access to personal health dashboard and all. You can utilize this. Okay, we'll select this blindly. We can select this basic support, and this is the final step. Complete sign up. Complete sign up. This is how we create a AWS account. But it's very simple. We give our email ID, password confirmation, then we'll give some bank details and personal details like address and all. Then we'll give third step, we'll give bank details and validate it. And then we'll select the support what we need and then create. That's it. That's it. For us, the credit card details were not correct. So that's why it took some time. That's it. Congratulations. We have got a AWS account. But you read it here. We are activating your account, which should only take a few minutes. You will receive an email when this is complete. So whenever you click on finish, right? Before this screen, I clicked on that finish sign up, right? A sign up or some option was there. I clicked on that. Earlier, once you create an AWS account, to get that account activated, it will take 2 days. Your account will be activated after 2 hours to 24 hours or 2 days, something they are taking. But now within few minutes, they'll activate your account. You created an AWS account, but that is not active. It will take a couple of minutes to get that active. Now, anyways, let me go and check whether we can our account is active or not. So I'm going to click on this. Go to the AWS Management Console. I'm going here. Here, anytime to log in into AWS, we can go to this console. So even at the starting of the class, I check this, right? AWS console login. After going here, I clicked on this console, sign in console. At the time, after clicking on this, we went to create new account, but now we have an account. So I just simply, I can click on this, sign into the console. And then we already logged in. So it is going to show this. So this is the account we just created. If you don't have, for example, if I want to log in from the scratch, right? I'll close the browser. If it is, maybe I created AWS account today. Tomorrow, if I want to log in, AWS console, this URL I can hit, or else I can search as AWS console login on Google. Go to this URL, click on this, sign into the console. No, it is already in cache. So let me show you. It's sign out and then show you. So normally we can go like this. Here, search for this. Sign into the console. Then give your email ID. I said, right, you have to remember that email ID. So this email ID, click on next, then give the password. We confirmed one first captcha. Okay, this. Do you know why they ask this captcha? Many times they ask you to enter this captcha. Anyone knows? Other than the people who attended previous batch? Do you know why while registering to anything, while logging, sometimes many websites will ask.
In some places they mention that whether you are human or robot, like that.
Yeah, yes, correct. See, you might have heard about one course called as RPA, Robotic Process Automation something, right? Once again.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what those tools can do is, our Selenium testing using that such tools, what we can do is, we can log in like a robot. Means we can log in from 100 missions, like 100 missions we can log in. So but those tools cannot, if they give, this is an image, if this is a text like this, if this is a text like this, and robotics, right, they can identify what is that. But if it is image, they cannot read the image. So that is, this is an image, you cannot edit. See how I'm selecting the security, this is a text, I can check this, but I cannot see when I'm trying to do this, this is an image, I cannot select it, right? So image, that robotics and all cannot read these images. So that is the reason they will give a password on this in the image format and ask us to enter this. So they'll confirm that it is not a robot, only human is logging in for us. Okay. This is how finally I logged in. I created an AWS account and logged into AWS account. Now I want to create a Linux machine here. I want to create a Linux machine here. Yesterday we discussed about AWS services, right? What is the service what we use to create Linux instances? What is the service name we use to create? Huh?
Infrastructure.
Oh, not that. Some service name I'm asking. What, Kavya? You sent that running notes also. Do you remember?
Sir,
What is the service name we use to create EC2 instances? Means Linux servers. I said about EC2, IAM, VPC, something, some services I said, right?
IaaS. IaaS.
IaaS, huh? IaaS.
Infrastructure as service.
Red Hat.
Service name.
Red Hat.
EC2 instance only will use, no, sir.
Yeah, I'm saying that we want to create a EC2 instance, right? Service name is EC2. The instance, if you want to create, like Linux servers and all, we have to create. If you want to create, the service available in AWS to do that is EC2. So services, it is showing the recently visited something, it is showing. We have never visited, but it is showing like popular ones. So if you want, if it doesn't show here, you can search from here. EC2. EC2. Someone ping. What is that? Okay, EC2. Good. Okay, you can search here for EC2 and click on this. Or else from directly here itself, if it is showing here, you can click on here itself directly, or else you can search from here EC2 and click on this. It will go here. Okay. Okay. Do you have any instances here as of now?
No instances.
You do not have any instances in this region. What is mean by instance?
Instance is nothing but virtual computer, like
Yes. Like
server.
one line, okay, one computer kind of thing, right? Correct. Okay. Either Windows or Red Hat, any one computer. Okay, good. Now, I want to create one instance here. Guys, one thing, this meeting is going to end in a minute. Please rejoin with the same link. Actually, yesterday I tried to